Hello everyone and welcome, it's Shanna. Now on today's video, I'm working with the November 2025 Monthly Mood Board Inspiration Challenge from Not2Shabby. And this is number 11. And so this month's color inspiration I'll put up above so you can check it out. And I'll also put the mood board inspiration with the simple joy and sweet moments and the enjoy the calm between the candles. And from what I understand, you guys picked the Highland cows, and so I'm going to be working with them. That's part of the challenge, along with, I think, birthday inspiration. And so I've got the Cowboy Charm, and there are 24 designs of 6x6 paper. And I'm just going to kind of quickly flip through them. I have taken some sheets out and worked with them, so I don't have them all here, but we've got, let's just flip through them real quick. This is like a lasso or whatever. And then it's got this beautiful brown if you need a solid pattern. And you can use one of each because you have two of each. And see how those pair so nicely together? Beautiful. And then we've got this, I don't know, I'm going to call it teal green or whatever. And we have the cowboy boots and the banners, or cowgirl boots. It says cowgirl on it. And you can see those look nice together as well. And then this is one of my favorites. I looked through there to see if perhaps one of these little Highland cows had a guitar or something like that, but I did not see one, but we'll look at these. They're super fun. But I love this because I do play guitar. So, and I love this pattern paper. I'm definitely going to use that at some point. And then you've got a wood grain panel, and you've got the horseshoes on there, and super fun. We've got some stars that you can pair and some polka dots. So you can use these to bring in some kind of fun elements to your cards. And then this is just kind of almost a vintage vintage photo type look. And then we've got Yeehaw on the back, very fun. I did a bridal shower with this kind of theme. This would have been awesome to have at that time. Super fun. And then we've got kind of the twinkle, just a multicolored twinkle paper, and then some more brown. Loving that because you can use those base colors to kind of layer up. Oh, this is really pretty. So we've got like a mint, and then we've got the multicolored stripe. And look how lovely that pairs together. Just love it. And then this, we've only got one because I have die cut out with this, and I have it ready to go. And then we have this kind of off-white, or it's kind of almost got like a muted green, light green texture to it. And then we have the cowgirl boots in a little different color here. And then this one is really pretty. You've got the brown plaid on the back, and it's almost like kind of puts me in the mind of a fleur-de-lis or something like that, really pretty. And then I have one of these because I die cut out of the other. And then the lasso on the back. So that is all the paper pack. And it is super, super cute. But I got to show you these cows. They're adorable. And they would work for just about any season or reason, I guess. So this one says Stronger Than the Storm. Super cute. We've got this one. It says Feral Girl, and it says Summer. So great for the summertime. Don't be part of the problem. Be the whole problem. Super cute. And that little gingham bow on there. And then this one could work for like Halloween. So you've kind of got your seasons covered with this set. And then Stronger Than the Storm. I don't know if I showed that one already. I've shown that one. I'm new here. This would be a great baby card. Little pink bow. And then here's one with just the fence. And then the summer. Do what makes you happy. And I thought that would look cute with the guitar pages because I like to play guitar and it makes me happy. And this one says A Little Witchy. Another one that would be good for Halloween. Just a little moody. Aren't we all just a little moody occasionally? And then this would be Farm Baby. That would pair nicely with the I'm New here with the baby bottle. And then here's one with just a cowboy hat. I'm Not Perfect. I'm Limited Edition. Not today, heifer. Now that sounds like something my daughter would say. Don't look back. You aren't going that way. Apparently I have an attitude. Love it. Anxiety Loading. Lots and lots. I'm not going to show them all, but there's so much fun and some different sizes too. So we're gonna pull together some cards and we're just gonna get to work on it. So stay tuned. Okay, we're back and we've got all of our bits and pieces, and we are going to get to creating 4 great cards. We're going to use a lot of this pattern paper because I think it is gorgeous. And I had so much fun with it. I just kept cutting and creating my panels and putting together different card scenes. So we're going to have 4 cards on this. And I hope this will provide you with some good inspiration for the Not Too Shabby monthly mood board inspiration. And I would encourage you to check it out. I'm going to link up the inspiration sheet and the color scheme in our video here. And I encourage you to check it out on the Not Too Shabby shop. You can click their menu and click the drop down and go to the blog section, and then you'll see November 2025 monthly mood board. Now, I did use the Easy Wonder dies 1 and 2 for this. The 1 I used on the pink, the 2 I used on the teal, and I created some panels that I could use on my cards. So I just wanted to show you that. And we're going to just layer these 2 pieces up. We've got that teal and pink and brown kind of floral, almost fleur-de-lis type pattern. We're going to put this 2-tone diamond panel on it. And I need to leave a little frame around there because it needs to be a little bit longer than what my pink panel is. So we'll just frame that up. I'm going to bring in my guillotine, and we'll just trim it down, and then we'll get it laid down on there. So the more I was looking at these little pieces of ephemera, the more I wanted to work with them. Plus the pattern paper is just so fantastic. I love all of it, and I love both sides of the pattern paper, which sometimes makes it hard to decide which one to use, but you've got 2 of each, so you can certainly make good use of both sides. And so you can see I'm taking every little strip that I've cut off and I'm using it. And I'm going to bring in the stripe pattern and use it on this particular card. Now this panel, the kind of fleur-de-lis panel, it was actually, this was the second card where I designed. The first card, I used the bigger piece of it, which we'll do next, and you'll see, but I kind of got them out of order when I threw them in the tray. I had a distraction, and I had to come back to it, and so then I just picked this one up and started working with it. Anyway, so we're going to use that oval that came from the Easy Wonder die 2, and we're going to lay our cow down on there, and this is super cute, and the sentiment on the cow says just a little moody, and some days we are a little moody. So I thought that looked really cute, and I like the pairing. So we're going to go right on to our next card, and this is the one where I originally cut the fleur-de-lis paper from, and I cut it at 3 3/4 by 5, and so that other piece was just scrap. And we're going to get it laid down on our card base. But first we're going to put this brown on. I thought that the brown would kind of tone things down for all of the patterns that I'm bringing in on this card. And so we're going to get it laid down. You've even got a plaid, 2-tone plaid on the back of this that is just fantastic. But I wanted to showcase this multi-tonal piece here. And I want to call it fleur-de-lis. I don't know if that's what it is or not. It's kind of similar to it. So I'm taking a couple of my pieces from the Easy Wonder dies and using them to embellish this card. I've got like a banner and then like a long strip. And then we're going to bring in the circle, and we're going to make it the grounding point for our girls, or just a girl who loves Highland cows. And this is so cute. She's got on a lace dress with some pearls, a purple bow, and she's got an animal print bow on her head and an animal print bow around her waist as well. And it is just darling. The color scheme and how this all goes together is just beautiful. So I hope you will find some great inspiration from these cards, and that I encourage you to participate in the mood board with Not Too Shabby and to create some cards with the colors and kind of the theme and enter them in for a chance to win. So I'm going to bring in some Not Too Shabby embellishments here, and I'm going to get them laid down on my little circle. I've got just some open pink space there, and I thought it would be nice to kind of fill it in with some of these enamel dots from the shop. So we'll get them all 3 laid down on there, and that will take care of our second card. And I think it's super fun. Now I do have 4 designs. I think I mentioned that, and we're just going to keep going. And I am trying to emphasize just a variety of the different patterns that are included in this pack. So I was really trying to use a lot of it. We're going to show the star panel on this next one, and it's going to be our base layer. And then we're going to bring in some of our scraps from our other pieces that we've cut. And I'm going to try and get this panel lined up evenly. I was on the struggle bus with it, but I had enough glue on there that I could pull it back off and then get it lined up correctly. And we've got a much better layer there. And then I've got a pink panel, some more of that with the two-tone that has the diamond pattern on it. We're going to get it laid down on here, and we're going to bring in the striped pattern and just run it down the middle. I was just having fun layering the different patterns together and just bringing in all the different colors, and Jamie has put together such a great pad here that just everything complements everything, and it just goes together beautifully. And then for this one, I'm going to use the cowl that says, "Don't look back, you aren't going that way." And this reminded me of my mom. My mom said to me one time when she was still living, that when she makes the decision to go in a new direction, she doesn't look back, she just keeps going. And so that kind of reminded me of her. So we've got all of our different patterns there, and it's super cute. Now we're going to bring in one more, and we're going to bring in a brown panel. And I've got another piece that I'm looking for. It's off to my right there. And it's the kind of creamy vintage. It's almost like a vintage photo colored paper. And for a minute, I thought about using the Yeehaw. I took a little peek at it, but I decided that you wouldn't be able to read it. So we're going to go ahead and go with the original plan and put the it's almost like a blended panel down. And then we'll lay our brown, our dark brown on top of it. And then that will create an area for us to layer up our pink panels that have the dark brown rope on them, and we're going to use a polka dot strip and a brown strip, and we're just going to layer all these up. I decided to go ahead and layer them before I laid it down because I'm going to need to trim a little bit. So we'll just get some glue on here. Now this side has the ropes with the cream colored, but we're going to use the brown. I really like the brown and the pink colors together. I think they look lovely. And we'll get that pressed down, and then we're going to trim it off. And then we will bring in our other layers, and we're going to glue this panel down. And then the Highland cowl that I've chosen for this says, "Don't be a part of the problem, be the whole problem." And I think that's just hilarious. And the little bow on the Highland cowl is just in a pink gingham print. And there's a sunflower. My sister would love that. And we're just going to pop it up and get it laid down on here. And we have made 4 very fast cards. And I think they are super cute and would make a nice little gift set. So I'm going to think about making some more cards and putting it with it and just making it a little set. And I might give it away as a gift. I think that would be a great idea. So I'm going to bring in some more enamel dots, and I've got a pack here that's got 2 tone blues, a gold, and some white. And I'm going to take a couple, 3 of those gold enamel dots, and we're going to lay them down on here and just add a little bit of shine to it. And I think these are super cute. I love this pattern paper and ephemera set. So I just encourage you to check it out. I've linked everything in the description box below so you can shop Not Too Shabby. And I hope you will participate in the Mood Board Challenge. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day.